Good morning, we are live. Let's do our usual and get this video shared out and get back to inking. There's the sound of Mikey digging in his bed. Hanging out in the studio again, and he isn't happy or something. Alright, get the Twitch feed shared out to the Twitter. Morning, Justin. How we doing? Good morning, Rob. How goes it? Trying to get the video shared out as well as fight with Mikey here, who's like destroying his bed. Alright, got the video feed shared out. Rob, awesome. Glad to hear you got the Vanish remark. Thank you so much for ordering and supporting that. Greatly appreciate it. If you wouldn't mind, post some photos, tell your friends, all that good stuff. That's be most helpful. Justice has powers out of the job since 4:30 a.m. Alarms constantly. That just sounds awful. Oh, Rob, thank you, sir. Really appreciate that. So, posted up a little thing 2 days ago, maybe it was. Saturday is Buy Indie Comics Day, and not quite ready to have the live sale yet. But thought maybe might post some stuff for a little claim sale over on the Facebook page. Waiting for Scarlet reprints to get here before we dive in and do the live sale. So hopefully they're going to arrive soon. 1 second, I gotta check on the puppies here. Let's join that guy. The adventurous pups. Next weekend we got Cartoon Crossroads Columbus, or Columbus Cartoon Crossroads, however it goes. And yeah, I've got another mess to clean up. So Rodney and I will be back to streaming tomorrow night. I will no doubt be working on this tomorrow night. So I don't think I asked it because I had to get up and go check on what Mikey was getting into. Justin, did you guys get hit with storms? Is that what caused the power outage? I think next couple of days we're possibly supposed to get hit with remnants of stuff like flying up from the hurricane, if I heard that right this morning. All right. Slowly but surely getting some ink on here. Taking a mental health day. I can understand that. I think I need to be more conscious about doing that myself. Kind of did a little bit of one a couple days ago. I had to run some errands and stuff, so I just kind of ran around, took my time with it. Had a little fun with it. Went in search of some Halloween stuff. Oh man, I hope things go better. Hope things are okay. Hopefully it's stuff that can be worked through, remedied, something of that nature. Good to hear. Good to hear. Yes, sometimes you just need a break. Absolutely. And like I said, I think I need to be more aware of that and try to fit it in when I can. Um, guess doing a little bit of that tomorrow night even. We're supposed to go to friends and watch Hocus Pocus 2 since it's coming out tomorrow on the Disney Plus. And that is Mikey you hear whining and grunting at me in the background. He is not happy because I kind of trapped him in the studio with me. He's getting into some stuff. Hi, you want to come up here? So you doing the Hocus Pocus watch party as well, Rob? Yeah, he's not happy with me. I put him in his bed and I closed up the studio door so he can't get out because he keeps going and getting into stuff in other rooms in the house, as well as he just decided to take a leak on my rug in here, which I'm going to have to wash. I highly recommend if you're ever in need of rugs. I know they got a hefty price tag at first, but the Ruggable rugs, I picked out two different Star Wars rugs for the studio, and I was like, oh gosh, those are pricey, whatever. And then started pricing out regular rugs around the same size. They're really not that pricey after all. But they're fully machine washable, which is awesome when you have puppies that are still potty training. So there you go. Ruggable. Hey, throw me a bone. How about some sponsorship? I just gave you a ringing endorsement. Um, yeah, it's his rug now. Yeah, him and his brother are gonna have to fight over it because they've both done it. Gosh, I wish I could teach them to flush. It would be awesome if they could climb up and use the toilet. Just right now, trying to convince him to tell me he's got to go outside as they struggle. We trying to work with him. I think it's just got to work a little more consistently and also convince him to actually go out in the yard. He goes out and he stands on our deck and just kind of like looks at us and looks out at the yard and it's like, what am I doing out here? Definitely followers of the Sith. Hey, speaking of Sith, um, everybody watch Andor yet? The latest episode came out yesterday. It's nothing spoilery or anything. There's just some interesting uh pieces in the background in one scene. Oh, haven't had Disney Plus for a few weeks. I got you. Um, I'm definitely digging Andor. It's definitely a little bit of a slower burn than some of the other stuff, and it's definitely got a different vibe. But yeah, after seeing is it Tony Gilroy? Hopefully I got the name right. He was saying, "Oh, it's not going to be filled with Easter eggs, and it's not going to be about fan service and stuff." Well, I don't know if somebody else is like sneaking in the Easter eggs or whatever, but there was some pretty cool stuff in the episode that came out yesterday. Uh, let's see. Rob says, so I did get some good news yesterday. I've graduated to the third level of the Second City Conservatory in Chicago. My acting dream continues. Nice. I gotta apologize. I have no idea what that means, but that's awesome. Congratulations. Yeah. If you get a chance to watch it this weekend, I'm really digging it. It's got a totally different vibe and whatnot, but it's looking good. 45 inches of rain sounds awful. Try to stay dry. I like I said, I think we're supposed to get hit with a little bit of that, but I don't know. I honestly haven't kept up with it. I was kind of half asleep when the news was on this morning. Um, Morning, Edward. Okay, very cool, man. Second City is the acting improv school, which most of the SNL cast goes through. Well, congratulations, man. That's awesome. I like there are some very angry dogs outside. We're we're close to where they're doing some construction right now. They're putting in a giant roundabout and doing some work on this. Used to be a vocational school, and now they've turned it into city offices of some sort. So they're doing all this heavy construction work, and they've got these big giant earth movers and whatnot, just making all sorts of noise, and it's just driving the dogs nuts. Because every so often you hear these giant thuds of something getting slammed around or whatever. Hmm. Supposed to be done sometime next month though, so hopefully they can stay on target, get it done, and won't have to listen to it. Yes, they are protecting me. Yes, as well as the rest of the dogs in the neighborhood are protecting everybody else. Because man, they're just going nuts. And Mikey was being very protective last night. He hasn't been upstairs a whole lot. We have a our laundry room is on the second story, and we haven't really had the washer or anything going at night because figured, well, it's gonna keep them up. And well, last night, yeah, we proved that's true because anytime it would like change cycles and make a weird noise, he would jump up from sound sleep and just start barking like crazy and scared the heck out of us a few times last night. It was it's a little rough getting to sleep in the evening. Same thing with kids. I would imagine. Rob, when you get some acting or comedy gigs or whatever, anyway, this way, you gotta let us know. Let's check some of that out. Thank you, Rob. I am definitely having some fun working on it. I have some friends that used to be pretty heavily involved in like the local like movie stuff and TV production stuff and whatnot, but one moved away and the other has kind of gotten out of it. He does mostly if he gets hired to do any of that kind of stuff, seems like mostly commercials anymore, or shooting for like well, I can't say shooting. He does like lighting and stuff. He was doing some stuff with like the local ESPN thing and whatnot for some of the various games and stuff. Also have some shows online. Sweet. If I make it through the sixth level, the show I write will be performed in Chicago. Sweet. Just get that set up around time for C2E2 and just make one heck of a weekend of it or something. Yeah, that would definitely be awesome, dude. That would um, get to have a variety of fun. So I totally just not thinking of it until just now. So what's everybody's excitement level for Deadpool 3? Yeah, it would be an awesome weekend except for your wallet. Yeah, indeed. So happy. Yeah, I was doing something. I was outside and a friend sent me like we got this big giant group message going between a bunch of us and get this message and it was the image of Deadpool with the claw slashes through it and I'm like, yeah, but is that real? And then like as I'm like jumping over to like Twitter to check it out or whatever, he's like sending the other stuff with the video of Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman and I'm like, oh yeah, this is totally real. Like, what the heck? And then just watch the internet absolutely explode. Yeah, I saw both the announcements. 55-year-old Jackman and 47-year-old Reynolds when it comes out. Better be old man Logan. Oh, that would be awesome. John, thank you. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of hard to believe that Hugh Jackman's 55. I guess I don't know. It just I guess doesn't look it, and it doesn't seem like he should be that age. I don't know. It's just hard to picture in my head, I guess. But I think they can definitely pull it off. And whether it's Old Man Logan or some other kind of epic battle between the two, or epic team up or whatever, I'm on board. Yeah, definitely a funny and great intro into the MCU. Um, I've seen a couple of people talking about it now. It's like, well, is this going to be like his, Deadpool's introduction to the MCU, and they have Hugh Jackman there as Wolverine, and then they bring in, like he's the equivalent of Toby and Andrew, variant, and then they bring in the MCU Wolverine, which I'm totally cool with. I think that could totally work. Like, they bring Hugh Jackman in as a variant, and then they introduce us to, you know, whoever the heck is taking over the reins, or I don't know. Let's see. Everyone says it's going to be awesome. Um, yeah, Hugh Jackman may actually be Wolverine the way he ages. No kidding. Maybe the two of them just remake Thelma and Louise. It would still be funny. Yeah. And just the two of them like driving around getting into shenanigans. Let's see. He was Wolverine when I was in my teens. Turned 40 in March. That's longevity. Yeah, same here. I mean, I just turned 40, and I was let's see, that was 2000, right, when that came out. It was my senior year of high school. I just remember me and a group of buddies. We all got together. Like we all worked at McDonald's together, and we waited till we were all off work, met up, and went out to the theater. And we had like two theater options where we lived, and the big one with the nice stadium seating and all the fun concessions and all this crazy fun stuff, they were sold out. Like every screen they had it on was sold out. So we were bummed. We were like walking up, and there was like another car full of people. They told us like, they looked at us and just instantly knew we were going to see X-Men. They were like, "Don't bother, it's sold out." And so we ended up getting back in the car, drove basically back closer to home, and went to the other theater that was close by. It was an old school in the mall theater that did not have stadium seating. Only had like I think 4 screens, something like that. It was by that time it was pretty old and run down, and but for the longest time it was like the only thing in the area, so it was like, all right. And oddly enough, it was the Fox Theater. So it was like, we were seeing the Fox X-Men movie at the Fox Theater. And yeah, it was like we went and saw it, and it was like, oh, this is awesome, and that still like geek out over that opening scene where Wolverine first pops the claws, and then the part where he gets thrown through the semi windshield and gets up, and his the healing factor kicks in and starts healing the wound that he's got on his head. It was like, okay, this is they're doing it. They're giving us the X-Men, and liked it enough. One of my buddies couldn't go that night, so I went back the next day and saw it with him. Oh, well, I've rattled on about all the craziness of dealing with the dogs, and then now all the Deadpool 3 stuff, and realizing I've hit my 30-minute mark here, so I'm gonna bounce out of here because I gotta wrap up a cover, start working on a couple more, and get a little caught up. But there we go, folks. Thanks so much, everybody, that tuned in this morning. Appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out with me and chatting. Tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern, Rodney and I will be streaming live on my channels. I will probably be working on finishing this off. If I get a chance tomorrow, I'll stream in the morning. Let's see real quick. Just so I think it will tie in whether it's America that does something or Strange. That will be the big moment. There we go. I didn't even think about America popping up and causing some stuff. Rob says, take care, everyone. Thanks, Rob. Have a good weekend. Enjoy the day off. And John says, easy to forget how cool those movies were with what the MCU is doing, but those were huge movies. Oh, definitely. Absolutely. That and the Raimi Spider-Verse and everything was definitely a big change in the movie stuff for sure. All right, everybody. Again, thank you all for tuning in, hanging out with me this morning. Hopefully, I'll be back tomorrow morning to draw, but for sure, check us out 8 p.m. Eastern tomorrow night. Rodney Fike and I will be doodling some stuff. So we hope to see you there. And everybody have a great rest of the day, and we will catch you on the next one.